If you do want to do a Brooklyn accent, there's just a few things you need to keep in mind.
Down patting, World War II. You know what I'm talking about? I'll be saying my guy till the day I die. How was my visit to New York?
Forget about it.
Who is this guy? You know this guy?
Hello and welcome, guys. You made it here on Slim Jim Jammer's channel. You're here with your boy Jimmy out of Brooklyn. Make sure that you guys subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you are alerted the moment we got a new video coming out.
I'm telling you, my guy, forget about it.
On today's episode, we're going to be teaching you how to do
A Brooklyn accent. You want to do a New York or a Brooklyn accent? There's ways. We can teach you the ways. There's things you can learn how to do. Bada bing, bada boom, you're going to be ready to do what you need to do. I'm telling you, my guy, forget about it.
Not every single Brooklyn accent lesson you're going to get is going to come from someone actually from Brooklyn, but you got the
sincere privilege, my guy. I'm telling you, I was born and bred right here. New York City. I ain't no faker.
If you do want to do a Brooklyn accent, there's just a few things you need to keep in mind. In New York, for some odd reason, we cannot say words that have the letters TH in them. No TH. No these, those, them, that, other, something, whether, nothing like that. All THs in New York City get replaced by the letter D. Yeah, change a TH to the letter D. So it's not these, those, them, or that. It's these, those, them, that, the, other, they. I came down the road, and this guy came up, and I bopped him, you know? Forget about it. It may be entirely for the letter T, as if you do meet anyone from New York City, and Brooklyn especially, we cannot say the word water. Can I have a glass of water, please? Yeah, please have a glass of water. Because in New York City, we got water.
Let me get a glass of water. Why don't you pour me a glass of water? W-O-D-D-E-R. Let me get a glass of water.
I don't know why glass sounds like glass.
Let me get a glass of that. Glass me, my guy. Please, just glass me.
The second thing you want to keep in mind when doing a Brooklyn accent is that the letter R will often become the letter Y. So it's not you and the girls going out, it's you and the girls going out. It's not your birthday, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to me. Me and the girls gonna go out, we're gonna shake our tootsies.
You are speaking incorrectly. You are murdering the King's English.
Birthday.
Girls. Weather. Something. These, those, them, that. Once you got them two parts of the accent down, all you gotta do is add a lot of vocabulary. Plus, you gotta make sure you make a huge majority of your words plural for no reason. Like when I said alls before. Or have you ever seen the movie My Cousin Vinny? When he's talking to the judge and he says, you know, just a couple of utes. And the judge says, what did you say? And he says, utes, you know?
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor. Two youths.
Youths, meaning young peoples. It's hard to know. You need to watch a lot of movies to figure out exactly when to pluralize a word. I have to do more research myself on the awkward pluralization.
Make sure you do it, my guy. You can say things like my guy a lot. It helps everybody. Had somebody troll in my comments recently told me to stop saying my guy. You know what I think about that guy? Forget about it. I ain't never gonna stop saying my guy. How about that? This guy can keep coming back to my channel as much as he wants, and I tell you, I'll be saying my guy till the day I die. That's right. The other very integral part of making sure you got the Brooklyn accent, that New York accent down. Down patting, World War II. You know what I'm talking about? What you gotta do is add forget about it. Some people may ask you and say, what does forget about it even mean? First off, before you even get to learn what forget about it means, you gotta know that forget about it is not a phrase. It is not forget about it. That's not it. Forget about it is one word. And the way you spell forget about it is F-U-H-G-E-D-D-A-B-O-U-D-I-T. Fuhgeddaboudit. Forget about it. I had a guy call me on the phone, like 11 o'clock at night one time. He says, Jimmy boy, did you hear? Webster's. They made forget about it a word. You know what I said to the guy? I said, never call me after business hours, my guy. Forget about it.
That's true, apparently. It's really a word now. So what does forget about it mean?
Forget about it means yes.
Forget about it means no. Forget about it means maybe. It's all about the context in which you say forget about it. Maybe one day when you're walking down the street in New York City, someone will approach you trying to sell you something. Or I will phrase that. When you are walking down the street in New York City one day, somebody will try to sell you something. When they do, and you'd like to tell them that you're not interested, but you're not trying to be rude, you're just trying to be New York. What you say to them is you say, hey, yo, my guy, forget about it. They're gonna walk away. If you say to them, no thanks, I'm not interested, they got you. You're on the hook. And they're gonna keep pestering you and bullying you until you buy whatever it is they're hawking today. And why is that? Because the moment that you said to them, no thanks, they knew this guy ain't from New York. And the reason is, in New York City, you never thank someone for something you're not thankful for. In other places around the country, sometimes politeness just comes as a matter of fact. You're polite generally just to have a good upstanding, position in society. Not in New York. If somebody is, again, coming to you while you're walking down the street doing your business and they bother you trying to sell you something, you don't have to thank them because you're not thankful for them coming to do this. The idea is you're like, whoa, forget about it, my guy. I'm not interested. And that's that. You say forget about it, their first thought's going to be like, oh, this guy's in New York. My mistake. I saw you looking up. Thought you must have been a tourist, my guy. Another way to use forget about it is maybe you walk outside your house and it's pretty cold outside.
You walk out there and you forgot your jacket. And when you get outside, you're like, oh, jeez, freezing out here. Forget about it.
But maybe on that very same day you was hanging out with your buddy
who was visiting you from Alaska. And when he comes from Alaska, what is cold to you is very, very warm and luxurious for him. So he walks outside and you're like, oh, forget about it. And he's like, oh man, nice outside here. Forget about it.
So it's good and it's bad, you see. If you ever do visit New York City and somebody asks you, how was your visit to New York? How do you feel about New York City?
You go, how was my visit to New York?
Forget about it.
Who is this guy? You know this guy?
How was my visit to New York? Well, come on.
You got a hole in your head, my guy?
If you've ever seen the movie Donnie Brasco, Johnny Depp, he has a great monologue about the different uses and the ways in which forget about it is utilized when the FBI agents around him just ain't woke.
Forget about it.
One that I can't truly describe yet, but tune in for another video when I'll figure it out, is how we say daughter in New York. If you were maybe in another part of the U.S., you may say daughter. That's my daughter, sir. Sir, get your hands off of my daughter.
But in New York, we're like, guy, get your hands off my daughter. It's my daughter, and it's my daughter. It's my daughter.
Isn't it similar to like water? Out in the West, they say water. They're water.
Yeah, daughter.
Water.
It might have something to do with the same idea of water. No, daughter. But daughter. It's my daughter. It's my daughter. That's my daughter. It's my daughter. It's my daughter. So I try hard to say, if I don't say daughter, then I try to say daughter.
Daughter.
Daughter. It's my daughter. I'm gonna get lost in that one.
I'm amazed. There's so many different ways to say that word.
One day we'll figure it out. But for now, that was this week's episode. Stay tuned next week for more content with Slim Jim Jamit, your boy Jimmy out of Brooklyn. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe.
See you next week, my guy.